Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Mike from Incrementa. I'm here with Likky Lavji of the Dante Group. We had a great conversation last week about giving and the importance of giving. One of my core values is Intoku, which is the Japanese word for doing good in secret. Likky has been living this the past couple of weeks. It's been absolutely fantastic. So, Likky, why is shifting to a giving mindset so important?
Well, it's interesting. I always find that when I give, things shift in my own mindset. So I'll give you an example. 3 weeks ago, when we got hit with this news, I woke up Monday morning and I was in a bit of a despair mode, but I had to shift. So I called up three clients that morning and just said, "What do you need from me today? What are you stuck with? What kind of support do you need? Is it team support? Do you need food? Do you need transportation?" My mind started shifting right away as I started doing that. Even that afternoon, I was able to be in a creative mode, in a happier mode, happier place. Now I do that every morning now, three clients every morning, and just have that conversation. And it's shifted. I'm able to create in a different spot that I've ever been able to create. I've always been giving, but never in a structure. And this has really made me help.
We launched the same kind of thing. 2.5 weeks ago, we mobilized the Incrementa community and put together a list of people who were willing to help for free, with no hope of reward, help people who are having challenges in the business community. Every time I have a call, it's it's a shift in my mind. That gratitude comes out, that positive feeling. It's absolutely fantastic. If other people want to start creating that shift for themselves, what is it they should be doing?
So interesting. One of the things that I will say is that don't give to get something back in return. And I'll give you an example. I had one of our clients call us up and say, thanks for the proposal, but we have to cut our costs right now. We can't do this work right now. And I said, well, if you don't mind, can we still do the work? She goes, why? I said, well, your team needs to raise the funds. They're not for profit. They're fundraisers. And at this time, they need the funds. So my work would have been to help the fundraisers to go get funds. I said, you still need the funds. I want to do this for you at no cost. This is not about the money. Your organization needs the help right now. Let us just come and help you. And they were just floored that somebody actually offered that. But that's what we do. I do it. Mainly I do it because I just want to be able to help others, not for anything in return. And that's that shift you've got to understand. You can't make a phone call with the back of your mind thinking that you're going to get a sale out of this and then pretend you're giving. It shows up. You truly, genuinely just want to be able to help. Right now, there is no revenue to be made. So why even worry about that? Let's just worry about giving.
So there's so many interesting effects when you start doing that. And we're looking at a world right now that's dealing with social distancing and lack of connection. And going and giving and offering that help without looking for something in return, you're really bridging those gaps quickly and forming stronger communities.
This definitely is a new norm for all of us, isn't it? We don't know how long that gap is going to be for, what it's going to be, but the way we're connecting is accessible. People are available right now, so let's make use of that. Last week, so not this week, the week before, I actually had 40 Zoom meetings in a week. When I was able to have distancing close by and travel into downtown, I would be lucky if I had 10 meetings a week because the travel availability wasn't there. So right now people are available. They're open to these calls and conversations. Let's make the most of it. Let's start giving and building those connections and relationships.
Yeah, that's been one of the amazing silver linings for me of this isolation. I'm not going to call it a silver lining that I'm actually on Zoom or Teams or whatever from 8 a.m. till 5 every single day. But I'm able to spend so much time actually creating value and helping people and connecting instead of the mad rush around.
Yeah, it's that deep breath you've got to take before you realize where and what your energy level needs to be at. I'm an extrovert. And I know you're an introvert. No, you said you were an introvert, extrovert, halfway in between.
Ambivert,
Ambivert,
right between
right.
the two.
So I'm an extrovert, so I need that energy. And what I'm finding is that when I don't have that in my conversations, I don't have that anywhere. So with me making those calls in the morning, me being on the calls all day long, giving value, just having conversations, helping people out, recharges my own energy. That allows me to create. My days are going longer. Literally before, by 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, I'd be in a downhole because I just was exhausted. Now it's like 6 or 7, and I'm still able to create. So there's a mindset shift there as well.
And it's the beautiful thing. You're riding on the energy that you're creating.
Yeah.
And that brings brings flow. It makes everything smooth and fast.
Yeah. Mike, I will say something, and I know when people are listening to this right now, they're going to say, well, I can't keep on giving. I need something back. So one of the other things I do say is learn to receive everything comes your way. Somebody's offering to give you something and offer help, learn to accept it. That's where we all have an issue, is accepting help. And that was one of my things as well. But once I learned how to accept it, accept the words, accept that help, it's a cycle that everybody is able to give and receive now. And then makes that cycle easier.
It makes it easier for both parties.
Yeah.
And so in some ways you're actually giving by accepting and receiving, because you're giving them the opportunity to be givers as well.
Exactly.
I love that. I think that's a beautiful way to end this conversation. Thank you so much for your time, Likky.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for having me on.